The most sinful of juices. What kind of juice might that be? Grapefruit juice. Clearly it is a most sinful juice. Oh, I thought it was my turn. Now I'm sad. You're next. So you can only be sad for a few minutes. So just enjoy that sadness while it lasts, okay? Be as sad as you can, and it'll be your turn. But I'm very sad. Good. Be very sad. You're good? You good? No, I'm happy about being sad. It's a wonderful emotion, very vibrant, isn't it? Just tears coming out of my face, my nose is running. Think about a tissue company, they would have no business if no one was sad. Except for by the people with allergies. They always need tissues. Their faces are just, it's tough, they're sneezing, it's awful. Alright, this is an analysis here. Which one are you, Sinjuice, so I can know who to help? Because none of these characters, players, is known as Sinjuice. Which one are you? You are Bacon. That's awesome. Okay, so we're helping a Protoss face Terran. Sweet. Chronoboost, Chronoboost, Chronoboost. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So a thing we learned from going over one of my brother's games was Chronoboost is one of those big areas of skill for Protoss in getting ahead. So we've seen a bunch of Zerg players' games and we were talking about injects, how important that is. For Protoss, it's about chrono. So it should be going into stuff fast. Like, very fast. Like, I can't emphasize enough how fast you should be spending that chrono. Chrono this cyber core. Chrono probe production. Chrono boost this. You gotta make it quick, you gotta make it snappy. You get a base, you make a probe, you chrono boost that probe. Boom. It's like a racing game, right? This is like a racing game. Can you hear that? Can you hear that on stream? What is that? Do you hear something? Can you hear that sound? Look, can you hear this? Do you hear that? Can you hear that sound? I think that's MC spending his Chronoboost. You know Boss Toss? He just came back and he beat Stats. I think this is a recording of him spending his Chronoboost. It is. That's what it... Oh yeah, this is the VOD. Look at that! Look at that, his Chronoboost is empty. He's been spending it so fast. Holy crap. That Nexus has no energy left. He just Chronoboosted everything he has. Wow. That was awesome. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? This Chronoboost, it's actually, it's a big part. It's a big part of what makes Protoss Protoss. So if you want to be big, and you want to move up, and you want to be like MC the Boss Toss, who comes back out of retirement and just smashes the best Protoss player in the world, you've got to have Racecar level Chronoboost. Racecar. And if you're starting out, then maybe it's not the fastest race car in the business, but it should be snappy. It should be quick. And if you don't know what to spend it into, the only things that are technically wrong answers are the ones that can't build stuff. So you don't want to chronoboost your pylons, or your assimilators, or your cannons. But gateways? Sure. Forges? Yes. Robotics facilities to make robotics units? Yes. Heck, this has got 200 energy. It's 50 chronoboost, or 50 energy per chronoboost. That's 4 chronoboosts we've got right here, right now. So we can chronoboost both forges and 2 gateways with this Nexus. And we can chronoboost, so this one has a bunch. We can chronoboost all of these with this Nexus. And we want to make sure all of these are on a hotkey, right? So you have your Nexus on number 4, group 4. Just hit shift and then 4 for all these spaces, because that'll allow you to use your chrono energy really easily, right? Because you don't have to physically click a given Nexus to choose where to chrono boost it. Whenever you get a new base, click the base, shift 4, and then as you're doing like a 1A, so you use your army on 1, and you attack some stuff, then you hit 4, and then you hit down the chrono boost button, and then just chrono boost to your heart's content until the energy is gone. Because then you'll be like a race car. And all of this money, all of this army could be to tease. And then your opponent would just be swarmed with ninjas. And then you would win. Because a lot of times people focus on stuff like, what do I do against bio? Oh, but there were nukes. That's effectively irrelevant to this game. Because if you're thinking about as we're moving forward as players and working on our fundamentals, this is it. It's Chronoboost. Adding some production would be good. So as we get our like 4th base, we add on maybe 4 or 5 more gateways. Maybe we make 2 stargates, stuff like that. And then one approach I really like, and I saw Nathanius do this, is he was saying that when he plays Protoss, he just imagines what annoys Terran players and what he dies to when he's playing Terran. And he was like, oh, zealots. Just mass zealot is just a huge pain. So there's an easy answer. We've got 2,500 minerals. That's a lot of zealots. That's a lot of zealots. Why is this Terran nuking himself? Oh, they're trying to... Chicken Man, thank you. Thank you for that raid. Welcome. We're doing analysis. And the thing we're looking at here is Chronoboost. The mechanics of Chronoboost, and also the procedure of using it. Another thing that's good too is if you have a bunch of money, you can just take 5 bases. A lot of people are unsure about it, but a point that I mentioned that I don't think I really hammered home in the past is that a base is beefy. It is just a large, massive structure. Look at the size of this guy. This is 1,500 hit points of armored Terran engineering. This is a big bubba. It's even got a big couple of guns on it. This is tough. So you wouldn't really say that it's much of a risk to build one of these, would you? This can take care of itself. If there's a strong wind, it's fine. If there are 6 zealots, it's fine. If there are like 15 units, the SCVs can repair it, and it's still fine. So building a base, or like a Nexus, this is just large. Look at it. Wow. Don't be scared. So if you have $1 million, say, I'm going to take 3 bases. Boom, boom, boom. And suddenly your opponent has a really big homework assignment to go kill all those bases. Nobody wants to do homework. They want to play a video game. Cool. So this is a very long game, but the main things we've learned are the Chronoboost spending. The Chronoboost spending should be that? That's their Chronoboost spending. Fast! Your Chronoboost, here, I'll put it in these terms. Your Chronoboost spending should be so fast that you hear this. You're in your Protoss game, you're just laddering as Protoss. And you hear, like, through your headphones, and you're like, what is this? Someone's at the door? And you go over to the door, you open up the door, and you open it, and there's a police officer there. And you're like, uh-oh. And he says, you know why I'm at your door? And you say, no, officer, why are you at my door? I heard you were going fast. And you were like, what do you mean? I'm at home. He said, you know what I'm talking about. I heard you were chronoboosting all of your stuff really fast. Too fast. And you were like, well, yeah, well, I'm Protoss. I mean, you're supposed to do that, right? He said, that was really fast of you, wasn't it? It was very fast. Do you know what the speed limit is? No, it's a video game. It's not a road. What are you talking about? And he's like, you know, I'm just messing with you. And then he leaves. That's how fast you should chronoboost.